Good morning guys and welcome to this week's My Halifax. If you're new to our YouTube channel, we make videos all about cool and amazing things you can do in Halifax every week. Now, this is one of my favourite events to happen in the city. It is Hal-Con. It's at the brand new convention centre, so let's go check it out. This is a lot less intense than last time during we had to like single file and get move from post to post. That was a very easy transition into the building.
Make sure that you obey the humans who are herding you into the extermination chambers.
So the nice thing is, like normally when we're at Hal-Con, we spend a lot of time waiting outside. Because the convention centre is so big, we can actually line up inside. We're just all waiting for the events to open, and the first thing we're going to do is watch an interview with Billy Boyd from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, but it's going to be a great one. Trust me, trust me. But before we get to introducing our guest, I do want to remind everyone that this is my 5th time at Hal-Con. I started back in 2010, and it has always been my favorite convention for one big reason. Let me get there before you applaud. Let me get there because it's run by fans for fans, and it wouldn't happen without the volunteers. So before we get to our guest, give the volunteers a huge round.
Hello. What happened on the video?
We heard you. We didn't see you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had second breakfast. You just can hear that okay, can you? The laugh of this truck song makes me open my eyes.
Billy Boyd's interview was hilarious. He didn't answer many questions because he was telling a lot of stories, which I kind of preferred because some of the questions were really specific about like getting into acting and about telling how he wrote songs for this film. So it's cool to kind of hear his answers, so he's so in depth. Right now there's actually a demo floor where they're going to demo some cool nerd stuff, so let's go check that out. I think one of the things that makes this such a good convention is you've got everything here. Like upstairs there's games, arcade games and Xbox, PlayStation, whatever you want to play, and the demo floor's got lightsaber battles going on. It's just like there is always something you can find to do at Hal-Con. It's an amazing place full of just tons of surprises, and I love every second of being here. So the demo stage is one of my favourite parts of the convention so far. They have a ton of artwork here. Now a lot of these artists are actually selling this artwork, so I don't tend to record it because obviously they're trying to sell it. And some of it is copyrighted by people like DC, Marvel, or themselves if they're actually an independent comic. Now we did buy 2 pieces of art from a local artist, Nikki Hanlon, from 3 Stack Studio, and I thought they were really cool because mine's a Harry Potter theme. It's from Gringotts Bank, and what Gina bought was actually a library scene, kind of lots of books because Gina loves to collect books. And it's just it's coming to conferences or coming to conventions like this kind of give you that kind of access to get support a local artist or just find really cool pieces that you want to add to your collection. And here you can actually meet some of the guest speakers like Billy Boyd and AJ from Interspace, and they'll do pictures and autographs for you. But obviously we can't take those pictures for them because they are again here for the convention. But it's really cool, so as long as you don't mind waiting in line, you get to meet some celebrities. So as cool as this level has been, it's time for us to go get some food because I'm getting pretty hungry and we've done a lot of standing around, so let's go eat. So like all conventions, or especially comic book conventions, there's a lot of lining up and a lot of standing around and walking around the convention centre is huge and there's a ton of stuff going on. So we actually came and grabbed some food and we just sit down and get a bit of rest before we hit the vendor floor in there. And that's where you get your little trinkets and all your collectibles and basically find a lot of really cool stuff that you can buy, and it's a great way to support local. So the only kind of issue that I have when I come to a vendor floor is there's so much stuff that I want to buy, it's almost hard to choose. As you guys know from our Geek Talk video, I love the Flash, so looking at those Flash pins and finding Flash collectibles is a big deal to me, so I can see him spend a lot of money here on Flash and DC stuff. It's also cool at this convention that they've actually got like the technology behind how they do some of the video games. So you can see the motion tracking and like how they build wireframes for video games. And that's really cool because that's something that I was always interested in as a kid when I was thinking about becoming an animator. So seeing it and watching it with me in there was really weird. So that's the end of this week's My Halifax. Once again, we're at Hal-Con. It was a great convention. There was a ton of stuff to film and a ton of stuff for us to enjoy. So if it's a little bit disjointed, it's because we struggled to film everything that we wanted to film and some stuff we couldn't. But I hope you still enjoyed it and it was an amazing convention. Convention Center did a fantastic job. So if there's anyone else you think we should make a video, let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our YouTube channel and we'll see you next week.